Well, migration means, well, I can speak in my case, for me it was an opportunity. Self-development, job, skills. There are many that for many people is about find peace, find a place where they can live, developing a life like all the others. So my name is Dall'Omo. I'm 32 years old. What about me? I'm Italian, and I was studying the high school graphic design, and then at the university public relation and advertising. I moved to Hungary is 2 years and a half ago, and I decided to move because I did an EVS project here in Hungary, in Debrecen exactly. Well, me, when I decided to come to Hungary, actually I was not thinking about the nation where I was going. I was just thinking about in which project I could go and try to improve myself, my skills, and for the future try to have more skill and more competence for get a job. A real job, because now we know in Italy, but also in other countries, it's quite difficult for young people to have a normal job. It sounds like a miracle, but yes, I found all the things that what I was searching. I found everything. With this country, the first thing is the language, because the Hungarian is not a language like well, we study English from when we are in the elementary school. So the English even, well, me when I arrived to Hungary, I was not able to say anything in English. I was able to understand, but I was not able to speak. So the first month was difficult also because with the Hungarian was really impossible, even if I do 2 courses. At the university is a language really difficult, and if you don't pass time with people that they speak just Hungarian, it's quite difficult to learn it. Well, my incident in the bar actually is not interesting the accident, but what happened after the accident. Then I think is more interesting because the accident actually, I was in a bar during my EVS, with my colleague that was Spanish and was in summer, and we were in the bar. After that we went back to our nation, so the color of the skin with the sun, Spanish and Italian, was not so white. And a guy came close to us. It was around midnight, I think, and this guy was drunk. So it was a situation that could happen, I think, in every kind of nation. It's not about Hungary, it's not about Romania, Italy, Spain. This guy was drunk and came close to us, and he started to talk Hungarian. And we were able to understand just bad words that he was saying to us, because we were saying to him all the time, sorry, we don't speak Hungarian. But anyway, and he was continued to say this, and in the end we realized that the situation started to get a bit dangerous. This guy came behind me and he gave to me a slap. And what happened after, what is the interesting part, because this is a guy drunk in a bar. All the security men in the square came where we were, and they took immediately this guy. Then, sorry, they offered us water or other things, and we went home. The day after, we received a call from the police, from newspapers, and then we were, but why? Why? We couldn't imagine a reaction like this. Then we realized that we were immediately after what happened in the parliament in Hungary, after Orban started to discuss about a lot of law that he wanted to put out refugees or immigrants from Hungary. And then we went for an interview in a newspaper, explain this stuff. Because I wanted that, as to be clear, that was not an episode of racism or something like this. What was really impressed for me was the reaction that all the Hungarians around had. Because if happened something like this in Italy, probably I was in the ground with this guy still. But there all the people came to help, even if we were foreigners. So actually, they wanted to say that Hungarians are against refugees, against immigrants, but actually what happened is the opposite. They came to help us. And what the media did actually is what I still didn't like, and actually is still happening. After in the newspaper appeared that an Italian girl and a Spanish guy were attacked because they were thinking that we were refugees. And we never said something like this to the journalists. And this appeared in the newspaper in Debrecen, in Budapest also. And this year, after 1 year, the owner of my flat called me, but Laura, I read something strange in the newspaper in Budapest. But what? That in Debrecen a girl was attacked because they were thinking was a refugee, actually was Italian. Do you know her? But when happened? Now, the last week. But, well, can you send me the newspaper or the link of the page? She sent me, they wrote the same article as like the previous year, that the protagonist, I was the protagonist. They wrote the same article, but the fact was 1 year ago. So they did that just for, I don't know, for push the people, for, it's like, I don't know, when the media want to make the public opinion. Because actually, Hungarian population is not like that. So the media are having a big impact in that. Well, me, I was surprised because I think we in Italy, but in other nations, I cannot say we got used to this kind of accident, but a drunk guy in a pub is not so uncommon, can happen. For me was incredible what happened later with these journalists, the police, that they were calling us, come here if you want to denounce who? But I don't know neither who is this guy and for what. Can happen also to my friend, to me also, that I get drunk and I don't know, I put a glass to somewhere without understand what I'm doing. Many problems that we have in this situation is the media that are creating those. I can imagine how much media can change the mind of the people and they can make a change in the mind of the people and can make really difficult the experience of immigrant and refugees in every kind of country.